Okay folks, got the outlet stones all ready to go. First steps first, just going to give the moulds a bit of a wipe out. Had a bit of crap in there when they turned up, so just getting that a bit of a clean out before we get started. First up, just going to use some silicone spray, just to spray inside the moulds. That'll act as a releasing agent, so the stones will fall out nice and easy once they've set and cured. So I'm going to get that a bit of a spray, a bit of a wipe out with silicone spray. Just use a nice liberal amount. Get the rag in there, just give it a nice wipe out. Making sure you get a good spread inside the mould. And then I'll repeat on the other side and put some zippy ties on and get it all together before we start pouring. What I like to do first is usually fill it about halfway first with the cement just mixed up, and I'll just give it a bit of a shake. It's a lot easier with the small ones, obviously. Once I get towards the heavy ones, it's sometimes easier to sit into a tie or a couple of ties and shake it that way. But just try to get any air bubbles out, getting it to settle, and try to get a nice smooth surface on the stone. Okay, so we're nearly near the top, but I'm going to keep shaking it. You notice it'll keep sinking down, so I'm just going to try and get in there and get it as packed as tight as possible. Maybe use the bottom side of this cup. Just try to press it, get it in there so it's nice and tight up against the mould. You'd be surprised how much more you can fit in there. Just try to get around the sides. Making a bit of a mess here, but it's quite a good idea to wear some gloves if you're going to use your hands. You can see sort of how much extra room I found there. You might still be able to see some of the air bubbles coming out. You also notice the water will start floating to the top as well, but we'll just keep repeating the process until we get it packed nice and tight. Right, for this one, usually use about the same weight, so it was about a 20 kilo bag, and this is about a 20 kilo stone. Okay, so we've got 3 done. Beck's just going around using the mallet. Just tapping around the outside of the mould to try and get any air bubbles that come out. As you'll see. So we're just trying to get as many air bubbles out as possible, so the stone is going to be nice and strong, and there'll be less imperfections in the actual stone. So I'm going to keep going, get the rest of them done, and then clean up this mess. Okay, so they're all done. Just clean the outside of the moulds. I'm getting rid of all the byproduct that came out the top and out of the sides. Just making sure we look after the moulds so they last us. And as you can see, just fill it up to the top. Don't get too much out, otherwise you'll have a bit of concrete. We'll have to grind that off later. I'm just trying to get it nice and smooth so it has a good finish. And we're probably going to let these sit for about 48 hours before we take them out of the moulds. Okay, so the stones are done now. They sat in the moulds for 48 hours. They didn't turn out too bad. Little one's pretty good, came out nice and smooth. And there was a few problems as they got bigger and bigger. the manual method of vibrating and getting those air pockets out obviously didn't work. Definitely have to implement some type of vibration machine or use like an orbital sander, something that'll vibrate the moulds a bit better. Try and get rid of these air pockets next time. Also, along the seam of the mould halves, there was a bit of leakage out the sides, so I had to get some concrete resurfacer and just fill in some of those gaps there on the stones. Other than that, they didn't turn out too bad for a first go. Next time we'll just have to implement some of those other measures and try to seal up the side of the halves of the moulds so I don't get any leakage out the sides, and use a orbital sander or some type of vibration device that'll get rid of those air pockets. And yeah, but otherwise they're ready to rock and roll. Probably let them sit for another week to cure some more and harden up, and yeah, all ready to go. Thanks guys, bye. Get your ass up. Get over.
That was a bit bigger.
You have to wrap your hands around the front. Can't cheat with this one. Sit it. Arms over top. So pull it in nice and tight. Nah, drop it. Scared there for a second.
I thought it was going to bounce over there.
So sit it.
Hey.
Heavy one? No.
No.
Alright, cool.